Birds, Beaks, and Babies is a life science unit incorporating ideas about growth and development of organisms, animal structures and behaviors, and inheritance. Let's look into the unit at a glance. This unit covers several first-grade life and earth science standards about animal behavior and inheritance. 2 of the next generation science standards correspond to a Missouri Learning Standard listed in parentheses on this chart. There is one standard that is NGSS only. Take a moment to pause the video and review them. In this unit, students try to figure out how animals change their environment to meet their needs, how parents act to help offspring, how offspring are similar yet different than their parents, and how animal structures help them meet their needs. The anchoring phenomenon used to connect students to the science content is a series of videos of blue jay parents and their offspring. What are the blue jays doing with those sticks? How do their beaks help them? Why do the babies look different? After each lesson, students will reflect to consider what they have learned that will help them figure out the answers to the questions they have about the birds. The design challenge for this unit is a culminating activity in Lesson 6. Closely connected to the anchoring phenomenon of blue jays with sticks, students are tasked with building a nest that can hold eggs, just like birds have to. Now that we have an idea about what students will study in this unit, take a look at the unit flowchart. This chart is divided into 4 sections, and there are 6 lessons total. Section 1 asks students to consider how birds change their environment to meet their needs. This section will take about 3 days. Here is the content level big idea for Section 1 and how students will figure it out. Students are introduced to the engineering design cycle as they make their first attempt at building a nest. They read a book and look at pictures of different types of nests and observe other examples of animals changing their environment to meet their shelter needs. Section 2 asks students to consider how living things are like, but not exactly like, their parents, and how parents help offspring survive. This section will take about 8 days, plus some extra time for bird cam monitoring. In Section 2, students use matching baby and parent cards, read books, and cut out pictures to figure out that baby plants and animals are similar to, yet different than their parents in physical appearance. They watch at least 2 examples of live or recorded bird cams, recording their observations over several days in order to figure out that both parents and babies behave in certain ways that help the babies get their needs met. They write a story about what they have observed. Section 3 asks students to explore how bird body parts help the birds survive. This section will take about 3 days. Students use different everyday tools to simulate how birds use their beaks to find food and look at pictures of different types of birds in order to figure out that animals use their body parts to help them meet their needs. Section 4 asks students to complete the design challenge as they consider the function of bird nests and design one that can hold eggs. This section will take about 3 days. Students revisit their initial nest designs and make any necessary changes to get the nests to be able to hold eggs. They use an engineering design rubric in order to research, draw, build, test, and redesign their nests. By the end of this unit, students will understand how animals can change their environment, how parents and offspring look and behave, and how animals use their body parts to meet their survival needs. For more information, visit our website, myscipartners.com. mySci, inspiring the next generation of scientists.